Can you tell us about extravagance in Tudor times, please?
Okay, we have an exhibition here at Gainsborough Old Hall which is called Henry VIII Dressed to Impress, and it is based on evidence we found of the money that Henry spent each year on clothing through his great wardrobe.
Roughly, how much did they spend?
Well, if you had the money, you could afford to spend it. Henry VIII spent, well, we found about £8,000 in Tudor money. It might not sound a lot today, or it might. I wouldn't spend £8,000 a year on clothes, but that actually works out of the equivalent of £3 million a year spent just on clothing.
I believe this is Catherine Howard.
Yes, we have here a costume and a petite figurine of Catherine Howard, based on portraits and descriptions of the clothing she wore in 1541. And in 1541 was the year where she and Henry came to not just Gainsborough but to Lincoln as well. So they did stay at Gainsborough Old Hall for 4 days, where this exhibition is now. But in Lincoln there was the description that she was wearing a dress of silver, and we've only got 1 or 2 pictures of Catherine Howard, and from the picture and from the description this has been created, and it's quite nice, isn't it?
She's tiny, I see. So this jewellery, it looks like you'd see that in a premiere with a celebrity wearing it.
It's got a bit of everything really, hasn't it? So yeah, real bling to it.
What's this then? It's got Henry VIII's autograph all over it.
Okay, yeah, this document here is the document that really led to the creation of this whole exhibition. It's a document that's housed in the Lincolnshire archives, and it's from James Worsley, who was actually the yeoman of the robes in Henry's time, basically like one of the head fashion designers of Tudor days. And what he would do, he would write down descriptions of clothing that he thought Henry would like, and how they would look and what materials were used in them, and this would be presented to Henry for his approval, and if Henry likes them he would sign them off, he'd put his signature to it. So yeah, that's why you can see Henry VIII's autograph on many of the pages, several times on some of the pages.
Would you say Henry was a pin-up of that era then?
Well, the young Henry might well have been. This is a portrait that we've got from around 1521 when Henry was a younger man. The images that we are used to seeing of Henry date from, well, more than 10 years later. The Holbein picture, which shows Henry as quite a large person, they actually came after he'd suffered a bit of a sporting injury. So in his earlier days he was quite a sporty chap. We know that he liked doing his jousting, and the tale is that he fell from his horse once when he was doing some jousting and badly injured his leg, and from that day it never properly healed, and he wasn't able to get around as well as he could, and that probably led to a decline in his health and fitness.